Hi guys, so last week I asked you to post in your either suggestions or questions or basically everything you had to throw at me to help improve the game so that Scopely can watch this video and get all the information that comes directly from the community, since pretty much every post they make everywhere gets flamed on and people post they're unhappy about. This is a constructive way to get all this feedback and actually got a whole lot of answers, way more than I expected. It actually took me like the whole weekend to compile this because I got answers from here in the video, or Discord server was totally full. I had 20 pages just there. Got messages by email, line, pretty much every sources that I can be contacted on, I got message there. So that took quite a while because there was message all over the place. So I hope I didn't forget anyone. If I did, sorry, but I got a lot of stuff. So let's go in. First off, I tried to regroup together those that were pretty similar, so I don't have like 2,000 things to mention. So I regrouped them. By order of basically the more people suggested one, it's going to be first and so on. And I also did different sections to go by subjects. And the subject that I made are new features, limited tours, versus, faction feud, blitz, character pools, store, customer service, regular play, inventory, faction UI tab, balance, and miscellaneous. And I had quite a few in each of those. So let's start by new features. The most requested by like a hell of a margin is to release hell mode. I don't think there's anyone that wouldn't agree with this one. I'm pretty sure that's something that's planned down the line anyway, but it was asked a lot. Release hell mode. Then the second one was to release the woman wrestlers, because it's very, very weird that it's still not in the game. And if I remember well, during the podcast or the interview with Alexa Bliss during SummerSlam, she mentioned that it was coming. I don't know if they actually told her it was coming or if it was her in character saying that it's coming and she had no idea really. But if it really is, can't wait to see it happen, especially in 2017. It's about time. But I'm pretty sure there's quite a logistics reason behind that makes it hard to... Because I'm actually curious how they're going to do it, because you can't just release like 2 of them unless you make them fight the men. Otherwise, like, first you're going to have a hard time getting it, and you don't really want them to release it, give 1 to everyone, and then to get the 10 other one, you're going to buy megas. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm sure they have IDs, especially if it's coming. Another very requested feature, have ways to break down superstars, posters, and tokens that you don't want to get things that you do want. A lot of people ask for that. The most common one that they ask is like to, let's say you have, like myself, 300 Mark Henry posters. You're obviously never going to use them because Mark Henry is not worth using. But maybe if you could break these posters and get some red posters instead, maybe like half, or because obviously getting 300 Mark Henry for 300 red poster would be overpowered. So maybe you get half of what you break, like 150, or even a quarter, that'd be fine, 75. But just be able to break down. Or even the tokens, like see myself, I got many not posters, but 3-star silver tokens. I got enough for a lifetime. Well, if I could break those down and get like 2 stars and 1 stars tokens, that'd be nice. Basically ways to reuse your resources you already have to make something else out of it. That's very requested. And some games have functions like that. Another thing that was suggested a lot, and you guys actually have it in another one of your games, is a prestige or VIP system. For those unaware of what VIP systems are, it's basically every time you spend money in a game, it increases your VIP system, and you usually get small perks. Nothing groundbreaking or game breaking, usually just small perks. Like in this game, it could be something like daily you get a few tokens or a few health packs, or your superstar regen their HP faster, small things like that. Like I played for a long time the Scopely game, The Walking Dead Road to Survival, and they did implement a prestige system in the game, and it was actually pretty nice because even free players were able to level up their prestige system, because every day that you played it actually increased a little as well. And the other nice thing when they implemented it in Road to Survival is that the day it went live, it actually went back in time and got you, like when they implemented it, I had spent so much money in it that I started prestige 8, I think, right away. And I think when I stopped playing, I was around 12 or 13. So it went back in time, probably because it checked things you had in your inventory and possibly had logs also. So I know there's a way to go back. So that was very, very asked by a lot of people. And considering the amount of paid players there's in this game, that's probably why it's really wanted. And gotta make sure that you also make it so that the free players can slowly move up the prestige as well, so they don't feel left out. Another ask feature, add an auction house or trading system. Personally, I don't see that happen, because normally being able to trade or sell things, that normally goes against the point of making money through a game that is on microtransactions. So it's been asked, so I'll throw it out there. Wouldn't hold my breath on it though. Yeah, another thing asked a lot: unlock evolving or wrestlers to 4 stars. I'm guessing this is probably gonna come like hand in hand with releasing L mode, because I'm guessing that the material we're going to need for it are probably going to be gathered through L mode in part. But yeah, it'd be about time you can. It will actually be a great opportunity to balance the game also, because right now there's obviously like 10 wrestlers that you need those guys, otherwise you can't even compete, and all the others are just like there's maybe 10, 20 of them that can actually do something, and the rest of them are just useless. So getting the superstars to 4-star would unlock one more move for everyone at 4-star, and that'd be a way to balance those useless characters to make them relevant again, and maybe put just a bad move to all the good ones so that it balances itself out. That'd be a good way to balance things out. Also asked, release the new green MP trainer. I'm guessing the reason it's not done yet, it's probably for balance reasons, because some characters like Volkov would be damn beasts with a green trainer, so I'm guessing that's probably why it wasn't released yet. But yeah, everyone's want him. Also asked to add the superstars music to their entrance. That I'm guessing is probably not there due to copyright reasons, because I'm pretty sure you gotta pay quite a bit of cash to get those. So it'd be nice indeed, also when they finish, but I'm sure it's a copyright issue. Bring back faction events instead of just solo ones. True, right now we only have the solo talent up. There used to be faction talent up and faction different event. Right now it's all solo stuff, so it'd be nice indeed to have back the group ones. Alright, people asked a lot to get rid of the characters that are not with WWE anymore. Guys like Ryback, Stardust, Del Rio. The issue with that, personally, I see is you check guys like Del Rio and Stardust, they're top of their class. They're the best technicians in the game. If you get rid of them, not only do you get rid of the best characters, but also you screw everyone that actually put times and resources and money to level them there. So you can't really get rid of them. An alternative that they could do though would be to simply replace those guys by current guys. Like, I don't know, let's say, well, you wouldn't be a technician, but let's say you replace Stardust by technician Carl Anderson. You swap the name and character model, the name of the moves, but you keep the same thing that the move's done. You just rename the move. So that way it's the exact same character, it's just under another name. So that's the only way I think that could be done, but even that would be a long shot, I think. But yeah, for sure, it would be nice for the game to be more current as far as the roster. But then again, the roster always changes. So, I mean, Goldust is soon to retire. Big Show's going to retire soon. Are you going to switch 20 character per year? I doubt that. Add a paying option or free option to reset your account and get your coins and TP and tokens back. Okay, so basically, there was a lot of balance. Some good characters are not as good, and vice versa. So people want a way to basically just reset your account, get all your coins, TPs, and tokens back so you can re-level your guys up to date. That'd be nice. I'd love that myself. The issue I see with that, though, is does the name actually track down which guys you used resources to evolve and enhance, as opposed to just got a poster to fuse them to that level? I doubt that the game tracked that. Because, like, if, let's say you got, let's take Mark Henry again. Let's say you got Mark Henry at 1-star bronze and you leveled him up all to 3-star bronze. That used a lot of resources. But if you leveled him to 3-star bronze, but you got him as a 2-star posters, is it going to reimburse you all the stuff as if you did it from the 1-star bronze? Because the game probably don't know if you got it at 1-star or 2 bronze. It only knows that it's currently 3-star bronze. That's probably the thing holding back that I see with an ID like that, but it would be a great thing to have in game. I mean, I'd use it myself. They also asked to add a new game mode. If I remember well, you guys mentioned was it in your Facebook podcast with the game dev and Eric? I don't remember which one it is. I watch all of them, but I think you guys mentioned that there was a game mode that was coming eventually in a not so far, not so near future. Another thing, yeah, have more ways to get gear for alternate looks, or remove bonuses and just add more suits. Yeah, the bonus for the suits right now are a bit lackluster. They're really, really small, almost to the point that they're meaningless. But the look of suit is really damn nice, though. That's a great thing that was implemented. My main issue with that, personally, I'm guessing with a lot of the guys that suggested it as well, is there's barely any way to, like, I paid $100 when it was released to get suits, and that didn't even give me enough stuff for one suit. So and you can't even buy them anymore. You can just get in from very, very, very rare events. So definitely, if you guys really want to implement the gear suits, you really want to make it so that first there's more choices for them. Just remove the bonuses. They're pretty worthless anyway, so it's not going to change anything, but just add more suits. Like, everyone should have at least one alternate suit. I know from a design standpoint, it's a lot of time passed to make it work, but suits are really nice feature in the game, but you also need to have more ways to get them, because right now it's almost impossible. Pay cash to fuse up characters to fill up the empty stars. Okay, so let's say you have a 2-star character, a 3-star character, but that was a 2-star before that you just evolved to 3-star. He's gonna have 2 full star and 1 hollow star. People want to have a way to pay to basically fuse up and fill that star that is hollow. It could be for cash, could be for resources. It'd be nice. Not convinced that's something that's going to happen, though. Another one of those. Pay cash to remove some match requirements. So let's say you're on the road, the last stretch of the last road. I think it was Superstar, the name. And the match requires you to use a Superstar from, let's say, Attitude Era. you don't have any good ones high enough to do it. You pay a cash amount, let's say 200 cash, let's say, and that removes that requirement and you can use any guy. That's something that asks. Again, I'm pretty sure if there is a requirement, it's because it's meant to be, as a difficulty added, so I doubt that's something that's going to be implemented, but it's been asked. Another thing, bring the Great Khali for Indian players. My knowledge of Great Khali is not that great, but from what I remember, he was never a big deal other than being big. So that might be why he's not added, but I can see why Indian players would want to have an Indian wrestler in the game other than Jinder Mahal. Also, in the same category, people ask for Owen Art. I mean, pretty much the whole Art Foundation is there except Owen Art, so it'd be nice to have him there. When on a character window, have a store offer to buy X amount of posters for him for cash. Okay, so basically that you can go in the store and just buy a superstar with cash instead of making pulls or when he's unavailable. Doubt that's gonna happen. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. If the game crash when you reload your game, you get back into your match that you were in, or at least restart the match instead of just losing your superstar. I can understand there's probably a technical reason why that can't happen, that you can go back into your match, because probably the crash made loss of the match data, but there's probably a way to just restart the match with that superstar. That'd be nice, because God knows I've lost a lot of superstars to crash. It's fine if it happens during a match or something like that, but if it happens during a blitz or a feud, you're screwed. So that's it for that. Let's do versus now. The versus things that were asked. There's about as many people that like the change to versus as people that doesn't like the change to versus, and that they would like to revert it back to the way it was, because they seem to never get the TP they want from the random bags and before they could at least know what TP they were getting for, and there was actually 2-3 colors you were getting along the way, while only one being the 100. Or they would like if those bags actually let us select the color of the TP. That'd be probably way overpowered though. So I guess half the people are happy, half the people are unhappy about the change. Also, a feature that was asked a lot is to have versus mode replay, so that you can, when you check you got defeated, you can see how you got defeated. Pretty much like Clash of Clans has. You can review that match. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I'm curious sometimes to see how I got defeated. And it would also be a pretty easy way to catch the hackers that have a 1,000 talent team beat your 12,000 talent team. Right, that's about it for that. Okay, so what else do we have? For limited tours, pretty much the overall zombie tour dissatisfaction of the community, mainly due to the very high requirements to do so. People are pretty pissed about the fact that almost nobody can do the hard mode on a daily basis, and to have it like that for a month did not really pass well. I mean, even myself, that I worked on my zombie, I can't. The higher I got him was bronze on Owens, because I can't get any of the others, even after doing pulls for the AJ Styles. And right now, most people can't guess past day 2 or 3 on average. I can't get past day 4 because you need silver by then. So having to almost need a maxed out gold zombie to complete day 6 and 7 is a pretty big letdown for everyone, because it's basically a month where they can't do half of the limited tours. So that generated a lot of comments right now. Also, something suggested to have longer limited tours and events with more rewards. Most of these tours are about 4 matches. It'd be fun if they were actually 6 or 7 matches instead, so you can get better rewards, including the regular daily tours of the different classes. It'd be fun to have other items in them as well. Other thing mentioned, have more limited tours and more creative ones. It'd be fun to have like a month-long event is nice. But considering that other than the road, limited tour is pretty much all we have to do during the day, it'd be fun to have a little more than that so we're not done within an hour to play the game. Some people like me like to play 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and once you're done with those, all you can do is grind. So it'd be fun to have more limited tours and a couple more ones. Like, if you have more of them, you can actually go more crazy on the requirements for them, because if you can't do some of them, it doesn't matter because there's others you can do. So that could be a way to do it. Dean's Daily, more rewarding or have multiple. It was fun the week that you could have 2 of them, but really at this point I don't know why you can only still do 3 fights in each of them. It should be like 6 or 7, because really it's not giving much. Like the one that gives like 3 TPs and 5 TPs, you can get 8 TPs total, that's fine. But the one that gives coins, I mean, I can do just 1 match on the road and get more than what I do doing both of these Deans Daily. They're really not up to date with the needs we have right now. They really needs to be longer with more rewards. A lot of people also expressed their concern that day 4 to 7 of the limited tours were too hard. I mean, obviously I don't have any issues doing them because I have a good roster, but people with lower rosters, they just can't have like a bronze or a silver to go through day 4, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't know if it's by design. I guess it is, but they expressed having issues doing those days. What else do we have? Yeah, the Dean's Daily would be fun if there was some that have tokens also and premium chips. Well, I think it's premium chips they have right now. They probably meant 2-star chips. So having different rewards for the Dean Daily, basically. Also, lately you changed it so they're limited tour. Anytime, let's say day 3 is live, day 2 disappears. While as earlier you could have days 1 through 7 stay on. People are really not happy about that because they have some day, like myself, it happened to me this week. I forgot to do the Zombie Phenom Tour day 5 because I was really busy that day. And on day 6, I could have done both, but 5 was gone and I could only do day 6. So often people have more busier days than not. And it'd be nice if you could just like do all of them in one shot, or if you don't have time one day, you're not lost, or at least leave them an extra day to do it, like have them stay on 48 hours instead of 24. That'd be nice. People also want less requirements on limited tours because some of them they just can't do. I guess that's the case right now with zombies. They asked to have the greatest tournament like WrestleMania, something like that back. I actually started playing right after WrestleMania, so I have no idea what the greatest tournament is, but a couple people asked for it, so I guess it was fun. They'd like to have something like that back, and not only for WrestleMania. Apparently, yeah, also people want to have 2-star gold items in the daily limited tours, just as there is 3-star silver as the end reward. Also, more month-long event that give a free star, like this month we all got to get the Zombie Owens. I personally love that it's a month-long event. It's really nice, and people like the fact that we got a free star, and they'd like it to be like that every month, or at least every time there's a holiday, like one for Christmas, for Easter, things like that. Which brings to the next, which is more seasonal monthly event. That was very much liked, and that's something people would like to have again. Also, to have a common token box to the Sunday Night Heat Road, not Road, but Limited event. And more class-specific events. I don't know if it's because you started doing that, but then there was a bunch of regular event that got put in, and then Halloween and all that, so that pushed him back. But people like the class-specific events. All right. Faction feud. Also a lot of comments on that. First and foremost, get XP from feud matches so it doesn't look like we're wasting time doing that. It is kind of a bummer that you do those faction feud match and you never, like, I understand that you don't get any money, tokens, and rewards from it, but you should at least get some XP. Maybe just a percentage of the XP that you normally get, but at least something out of it so it doesn't feel like it's a waste, especially for those that actually don't even get good rewards at the end. Also, many requests to cut down the feuds to 24 to 36 hours long max. 48 is really long, especially for very competitive factions. You basically don't do anything else of your weekend. Last weekend, personally, I played like 34 hours out of 48. I basically slept and feuded. That's it. So 24 to 36 hours long would be nice. Bigger and better range of prizes for feud, especially for non-top 3 result. Maybe have better rewards for the faction, especially like, it's a real bummer when you get number 4 because you basically don't get anything compared to top 3. I know that it was the same comments were made for the Walking Dead Road to Survival games. Only the top 3 were getting rewards. It's the same here, so I guess it's a Scopely thing, but it'd be nice if all the others in top 20 were actually getting something decent instead of a bummer like it is right now. Locking faction roster at feud starts. That was asked by a few people. The issue I have with that is that currently there's so much bugs. Sometimes you don't have the other choice than leave the faction and rejoin. So maybe what you could do instead of purely locking the roster is locking the faction would be to actually lock the roster, which means the game registers which are the first 100 people to play, and then you can quit and rejoin the faction if you were part of that 100. So that could solve the fact that there would be no faction swap, but would also prevent you from getting screwed if you need to quit and come back because of bugs. Or just fix the bugs overall. That'd be one thing also. Also, be able to cancel a queue on feud search screen. Like, it happens sometime. You start queuing and then you're 15 minutes in and still you haven't found an opponent. Clearly it's bugged. If you could, and others in your faction are actually getting matches during that time. So if you could just cancel your queue, go back to the regular screen and then search for a new feud again. Remove the lane lock for 3 match restrictions. So if someone's bugged right now, the whole faction, well, that whole group is screwed for 90 minutes because he can't get out of his lane. So after a few minutes, it should remove by itself the lane restriction so someone can get that lane. That'd be one great way to do it. Or you can actually just remove lane restrictions whatsoever. Don't have it that you got to do 3 match at a time. Just make it you got to do 1 match at a time. So that way, that solves that issue if it ever occurs. Some also requested to have faction feuds during the week because they work on weekends. I'm guessing with that you pretty much have to go with the majority because I'm guessing most people don't work weekends and that would screw all of them. So there's probably no sweet spot here. To have leaderboards reset on faction feud starts so that the top 3 factions don't have their percentage bonus to do the feud. That was asked as well. Also a lot of requests to have smaller feuds roster so that you actually need 6 guys and not 9 of them to compete in the feud. That would result in shorter feud. You could maybe log them at 45 minutes instead of an hour and 30 minutes. That'd be pretty nice. Make feud once a month instead of every 1 or 2 weeks as it is. so that you have more time to farm the consumables that are required to face the hard opponents. That'd be very nice. I'd enjoy to have only one weekend that I can do anything instead of two per month. Also, have fixed feud times so that it doesn't start at a whole bunch of different times like it is now. I'm guessing you're probably testing hours for servers, but it'd be nice instead if it instead always started at the same time when it does. That's pretty much it for Faction Feud right now. Let's go check some of the other tabs I have. Right, so Blitz, main request I got for Blitz, save my Blitz team. That would be pretty awesome, especially if you do Blitz after Blitz after Blitz. It'd be nice if it saved your last team, obviously letting you modify it if you wish though, but that you don't have to put back those 9 guys would be pretty nice. The hell did my cat just do? Also, have Blitz more often. Sometime during the week, that'd be nice. Like a short 24-hour Blitz somewhere during the week, that'd be pretty cool. But overall, more Blitz. Blitz of other color tokens than black. Like I understand right now we're getting black tokens so that people can max out their Kevin Owens, but it'd be nice. Like this week could have been yellow instead of black so that people could max out their AJ Styles. Next week could have a Blitz that boost up purple to boost out that Brock Lesnar and so on. It'd be nice if we had that every once in a while. That's a great way to get a lot of tokens without spending hours playing. So that would be welcome. Also get 3 stars and 4 star items from Blitz Hell Mode rewards to make nodes 10 to 12 worth doing. I'm one of those that often quit at node number 9 or 10 because the later rewards are not worth the health pack and time you'll be doing and props that you'll be using doing those two. I often stop at 10, sometimes even 9. Having a better rewards for the later stages would definitely be welcome. 4 star might be a stretch. 3 star could be good, or even have maybe a bag that have chances at getting 3 star or 4 star would not be a waste. That'd be great. More Blitz tickets for free players that don't get tons of them through faction bags. I do know a lot of people that are having issues playing Blitz because they just don't have the tickets, so that'd be nice. Even maybe make it that when you do feud matches, you get awarded Blitz tickets. I don't know. But basically, yeah, the free players need more Blitz tickets. Another very, very touchy subject, the character pools. The one thing that I got the most comments on, and a lot of comments actually, is the overall odds of pulling a megas are ridiculous. I can attest to that. If you watch my channel, you would know that my luck is usually pretty horrible. I've done once almost 900 pulls in a row without getting a single megas. And I seem to be into one of those stretch as well, because I think I haven't got anything in the last 6 I did. Hopefully it's not going to get to 900. But yeah, the odds are really low. They should not be very high, obviously. But still, they should probably be higher than they are. But a lot of other games, and a lot of people suggested the game Legendary Game of Heroes, that I don't know. I've never played that game, but it was mentioned many times, so I guess that's one way to do it there. But there should be a system that every fail attempt you get slightly increase your chance at getting something. So at some point you will get something, some kind of a pity pool system, basically. But so that every time you don't lose, you don't get anything, well, at least you can say yourself, well, the next time I try, I'll have slightly better chance. Obviously, don't go up like 10% more chance. That'd be crazy, but still a little something that would pretty much fix, or at least better the way things are. Because I know a lot of people that would actually spend a lot more if they thought that their chance can get better if they fail. Because I know people that, like me myself, I tried to get Seth Rollins like what 18 times. Obviously, it was not 18 in a row. It's 18 over each time he was there for the last couple of months. But still, each time was many times in a row. But I know someone that did. I think he got Sting on his 36th attempt, and he did those in a row. That's pretty mind-boggling. So that is the single most requested thing I got. Better odds or a system that increase every fail attempt you do. Also, have rotations of superstars for 2-star and premium tokens more frequently. I know you guys change it every once in a while. Probably needs to be changed more often. Also, change more often the 2 stars that are available in pools from the mega pools. It's great that at least now you can only get 2 stars and up from the mega pools, but it'd be nice if those 2 stars are not always the same ones, or there's more than 1 or 2 of them that changes. Have something guaranteed in the mega pools. I know that right now you do get 100K when you do it, but people would like to have some guarantee in it. Like, let's say you pull for this mega, but we guarantee that you're gonna get this 2-star bronze guy. Something guaranteed in it would at least add some incentive on going for it. Yeah, that one's a stretch. Having packs that take into account superstar you have and don't have, so you don't get duplicates when you spend lots of money. I'd be very surprised if that ever comes true, because if you then look at guys like me, there's only one guy. If I pull for a pack, I got everyone in the pack except the mega. That would mean that I'm automatically getting the mega. That'd be way too powerful, so I don't think that's ever going to happen, but it's been asked. Show the pulling odds and increase them. So again, like I mentioned earlier, definitely needs to be increased, but people would also like to have those odds displayed. I know a lot of companies have actually started to display the odds on pulling systems, mainly because countries like China force the companies to do so, and since most of these companies have game all over the world, they decided to show the pulls everywhere, even though some of these companies mention that the pulling odds in China are not going to be the same as over the rest of the world. Whatever, people want to see what the odds are, even if we know from the data mining of people that it's well below 1%. People would like to know the actual number. Also asked a lot, take the mega pulls back to 400 instead of 500 and 600 as they are now. I know you guys mentioned somewhere that the cost was increased because now you don't only get 1 stars, you can get 2 stars and up, and that's why the amount went up. But 500, 600 starts to get very damn expensive for getting a 2-star most of the time. Some requested to let us pay a flat out amount to get certain superstar. Like I have a feature superstar you can pay X amount of cash to get right away. Don't know about that. Have the 2-star superstars in the megas be superstars that are not available in premium and 2-star pools already. Yeah, that'd be nice. Like basically, if a superstar is already available in premium or 2 stars, it can be one of those that you can have in the mega pool. That'd be a way to make a different rotation, sure. More diversity in megas, because some return way too often. It's true that some of them are very rarely back, while some others, they're back like every 2-3 weeks. So more diversity in that. Have more new character released. That's pretty much happening these days, but have it still more character released every once in a while. The odds of pulling the secondary 3 stars should be similar to the main one and not lower. So basically the fact that the 3-star bronze that come as possible rewards other than the 3-star silver does not have lower odds of pulling than the other one. That again is going from the data mining that the players did, so we don't know if it's actually true as far as the real odds are, but that's what it seems like. Mega Superstar pulled cost a fortune to level up. They should already be at 3-star levels and move. Yeah, if you check my roster, half of the Mega Superstars I pulled are still level 1 and on level, because indeed it costs a lot. So it'd be nice if, maybe not already maxed out, but maybe like I have them at 3-star bronze levels and moves, so that it doesn't cost us like 2,000 TPs to get them maxed out. That'd be very nice for sure. Bring back decent bonus free items with 30 pulls instead of just 100k coins. Yeah, I do miss getting a bunch of stuff with my 30 pulls. Now it seems it's only 100k, and that's not even a level on a guy. So it was nice when we were getting some extra stuff. Like there was, I know remember there was sometimes tokens, there was TPs also, I believe. Now it's always just 100k. So we'd like more diversity with that. Put Del Rio in superstar rotations. It does feel like it's been a while since he's been there. Fix the ads that, yeah, fix the ad that keeps saying bonus with 30 pull when it's actually a 25 pulls for that. That should be an easy Photoshop job. But I'm pretty sure it's just an overlook. But yeah, every time it's a 25 pull, it always says bonus with 30 pulls. Store. We're almost halfway done. Stores. So many starter packs, more starter packs, and not only for starters. People ask a lot. I know myself, I was only ever offered the Undertaker pack. I was never offered the Daniel Bryan pack. But people love those starter pack because they are a great value. And people are always asking to get it. Like, I would have loved to get the Daniel Bryan pack. I never got it. And so does a lot of people that don't have Daniel Bryan. I do by now, but I didn't at first. So we would love to have more starter pack. Actually, don't even call them starter pack. Just call them whatever pack or playing pack, or I don't know. Find something good. Let marketing figure out a name. But basically just packs that are going to maybe pop once a month or something like that, that offers similar as a starter pack but with different superstars. You guys would make a bunch of money with that, that's for sure. Have the players appreciation pack every 2-3 months. Now I know that with the character rotation now in the megas, and the fact that you can't have more than a 2-star, can't have less than a 2-star in your mega pack, it's almost a player appreciation every time. Although the player appreciation actually had a whole lot of great characters in there, not just a few. So having one of those every 2-3 months would be kind of nice. But also I know that not having them at specific time we're aware of kind of makes player purchase more often, and people might hold on their purchase if they knew it was coming. So I see why probably it's not happening, but player wants it. Improves chain contract bags, especially the 30-day bonus, which is kind of useless once you got Orndorff, or was pretty much useless himself, and have it pretty much really be from 40 to 100, not either 40, 50, or 100, because I've had chains contract ever since I started playing, and I've never got the 100. I only get 40 or 50. That's all I ever got. Like, there should be a 60, 70, 80, 90, not just 40, 50, and 100 for the cash. So definitely it needs improving, but also you need a better 30-day bonus. What we're getting right now is really, really uninspiring, I should say. And even the first 2-star gold you get, Orndorff, is pretty terrible at everything. People ask that you should be able to buy in-game cash with resources like coins, things like that. Yeah, although once you're at IN tier, you don't have coins you don't have coins either, so there's not much, like, unless I can buy it with Mark Henry's, there's no resources I have too many of. Overall, I have cheaper store items bags. It is a pretty damn expensive game as opposed to other games. That's for sure. Different hours for the 4-star tokens flash sales. I know a lot of European players ask me every once in a while when I see the 4-star sales come on. Like there was one like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. It's always on the evening on Eastern time from what I see, or supper time for Pacific. But Europeans, it's usually when they sleep, so they always miss it. So maybe when you have those flash sales, try to have them on different times so that people from all over the world can get them. Be able to buy specific tokens instead of bags. I know myself, every time I'm missing just a few 1-star tokens and I go buy the 160 bags, I seem to always get the 2-star items instead of the 1-star. That's my luck. So that'd be nice. Also, 4-star token bags permanent in the store at $12.50 instead of just hoping to get them on flash sales, but maybe have them limited to once a day. Yeah, I can see that. Definitely have them. You can always get one 4-star token dems for $12.50 in the store, but you can only buy once a day. That'd be nice. Have more diversified offers in store. I love when we get like the one we got this week. I don't remember the name, but the one that you buy a cash bag and you get a second one free. That's pretty cool. There's some offers like that pop sometime, like double cash and things like that. It'd be nice to have some of those diversified offers more often. Have evolution packs to buy mats to enhance or evolve a character to his next evolution. So let's say I got Roman Reigns at 2-star, maxed out at 2-star gold, and I don't have anything to get him to 3-star silver, 3-star bronze. Like I could buy for X amount of cash, just pay for the evolution to get him to the next level. That'd be nice. 12.50 bags should not have 2-star items in them. Yeah, true that. Monthly Legion pack with a guaranteed 3-star. So basically, they want so that every month there's a pack we can buy that has a Legion 3-star guarantee. So pretty much like a mega pull that you don't have any odds, it's for sure you're getting it. I don't see that happening, but it's been asked. Customer service. Alright, so Scopely's reputation for customer service is pretty well known as terrible. People want to have better response time from in-game support, so basically less than 3-4 days to get an answer, and less canned response. I talked with support quite a few times in my early days because I was getting always crashes and things like that, and it was indeed pretty much always the same cut and paste answer with 5 LPAC or no LPAC even sometimes. It'd be nice indeed to have less canned response and decent response time as well. Also requested, and many games do that, I know Clash of Clans is one of those that do that a lot, is to have weekly game newsletter or blog in-game, pretty much like the blog you got that you post every once in a while on the website, but have something like that in-game to let people know of the things coming up. That'd be nice. Also, the people requested to have a monthly calendar of events in-game for the different events you plan on doing. And overall, have better communication with the community. Maybe have your own official forum where you actively engage with the community instead of the Reddit one that is unofficial, but it's basically anything we have to go at. That's the only thing we got. So maybe have your own official forum. I do believe you have your own forum for the Walking Dead Road to Survival, so it'd be nice to just have one for WWE Champions as well. Alright, regular play. Have more ways to gather 4-star tokens. That was the second most asked thing There is barely any way to get 4-star tokens. You did a couple limited event where we could get them at the last level of the 7th day. That was very nice, but that went away and we haven't seen it since. So that'd be nice to have them back. More ways to earn cash. That is one of the first on my personal list. It's crazy that you at 3-star you gotta pay 120,000 per level. Even crazier that for gold it's 288,000 per level. It is crazy expensive. Understandably crazy expensive, but we have no way to farm for that cash. Farming from once you already done the limited event and you done the mission, you basically only have ways to earn a couple Ks from maybe if you get a box, a reward box. So it's really hard to get big amount of cash. Definitely need more ways to do that. And people also ask for ways to earn coins and TP. Okay, so sorry, the previous one was about cash. This one is way to earn coin. So everything I just said was for coin and TPs. TPs are more farmable, but still really hard to come by. I'm missing millions of them at this point. And the previous one was more way to earn cash. So cash, not coins. I misread that. So yeah, more ways to earn cash other than paying money or doing the offers that from Tapjoy that don't even work half the time anyway. Also, very requested feature, have a daily roulette. Many games have that. It's a roulette login reward that you can get random stuff from, like maybe like a TP, a token, coins, a chance for cash maybe. So basically a daily roulette. Basically something that you get daily, because the daily rewards right now are kind of underwhelming. And that's usually a good thing about games when you have those. Health pack should heal more than 10k. It should actually be a percentage of your health. Because when you got a gold guy and you got to heal him back, it's going to take you like 12 packs to heal that guy. That's kind of crazy. And early on, your pack is not even enough to fully... is more than enough to heal 3 times the health your superstar has. So the health pack should not be a setup amount. It should be a percentage instead. Have ways to farm health pack, because people that don't have faction that buy a lot of stuff and get faction bags, they have a hard time keeping up with the amount of health pack that they got to spend as opposed to the number they can get. Have extra road tours. If you're not to release the 4-star, the 4-star superstars and the hell mode, at least have some extra road tours so we can do those. Otherwise, let us reset the road so we can all earn those rewards from the road again. Also have ways to earn superstars while playing instead of pulls. Like on the road, there was some superstars posters you could get along the way. That'd be nice if we have ways to do that. Or like you did with the Halloween event to get Kevin Owens through the limited time. That'd be nice to have that for on a regular basis with different superstars. Have rewards for consecutive daily logins instead of just the amount of days you log. That'd be very nice as well. More variation of the Vince's mission, as your Rock, Roman, and Cena can be upgraded at some point, and you still get quests to do so. That'd be nice also, for sure, yeah. The match win loot crates should be exponentially better. And it's not normal that sometimes your third crate is of lesser value than a second. I got that once. I remember I got like the first crate, I got 1,000 coin in it. The second crate, I got 1,200 coins in it. And the third crate, I got 800 coins. Normally the third crate is so hard to get. The first, second, and third should be exponentially better, the rewards you get from them. That bug that I never had, but a couple people said it. Apparently there's a bug that reactivates your background music after a match, even if it's turned off in the options, and also after you get an ad for those that have the ads in the game. Overall, better leveling reward when your account levels up. Have a monthly superstar available to be purchased by everyone for a flat out amount. Could be of any star level. Alright, that'd be nice. Kind of like a starter coin offer, I guess. 1-star tokens are way too hard to come by. That's true. Every single guy that I evolve or enhance, I gotta buy 160 bags because I never have nearly enough tokens. Why do the 5 in a row special gem sometimes pops on the move block and sometimes in the middle, and it's not a fixed place where the special gem pops? True. Remember that. Have a play again button post match when we are farming. Yeah, so when we're farming a specific mission, after the mission end, it'd be nice if we could just play again other than go back to the road, reselect it, and redo everything. Playing with a character should level something on him. Maybe not the level, but maybe have something on it. Like maybe like for gears, which we have no way to earn. Maybe switch it so that we can earn gears the more we play with a character. Like play, I don't know, 100 hours with him, and it's gonna unlock his gear set. That'd be nice. It would pretty much force us to play with some characters we don't usually play with, just so that we want to get their gear. Silence, botch, countdown, and trap gems are useless. I wouldn't say useless, but they are definitely on the low end of the being used. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of those mechanics myself, so I can agree with that. More daily stuff to do. Yeah, true. On days where you're done with your daily colored mission, limited tours, your versus is done, you often don't really have anything else to do than farm, so it'd be nice to have more things to do on a daily basis. Just increasing the longer the length of the limited tours would be one way to solve that. And why do we don't have talents up? Why do we only have talents up anymore and not of the other limited tour? Like there was some events before that you had to grind limited tours to get points. Nowadays we only get talent ops event. It'd be nice if we could get some of the others back. Okay, what else do we have? Inventory now. Have a open all button for inventory bags. Yes, please. Factions that receive a lot of bag, it takes a lot of time to actually open up all those bags. So I have a button that says, instead of like open 1, 5, 10, or all, pretty much like the briefcase, that'd be awesome to be able to open either them all at the same time or per group. That'd be great. Also have a use for old shirts, maybe convert them to other shirts. That'd be nice. Be able to lock or hide items in bags, although I'm pretty sure that's been requested for the old shirts. So if you fix the old shirts, that should take care of this at the same time. Remove the health packs from the benefactor gift bags, the blue bags we get. Normally those are the one where the good stuff is, so getting a health pack from it is kind of a letdown, kind of same for blitz tickets if you ask me. Or if you do keep the health pack, maybe have it 3 health pack instead of just 1, because it's the same you get from the regular bags. Which, well, the second one is to, if you do keep blitz tickets from the benefactor gift bag, the blue ones, actually have it be more blitz tickets than the regular bags. So that's it for inventory. For the faction UI tab, couple suggestions there as well. Have an open all button for inventory bag. Oh, that's the same I just said. Oh, sorry, it didn't click. All right, so a heal all button in faction window. So it's faster to heal all your teammates and take it off the main faction screen. Especially since that screen is always either laggy or buggy that you can't click. If you had a heal all or heal from the top, it'd be very nice to get rid of all those healings you need to do instead of clicking and lagging. It takes away from your time and it's annoying. So heal all would be greatly appreciated. Also, have officers be able to close the faction, so not only the leader can do it. Obviously, that's less of an issue if you sort out all the faction bugs that people gotta quit and come back, but still would be nice to have. Hide the faction, leave, and join message from the main faction page, and maybe have a tab for it. That'd be nice. Also, when you request for a character to be healed up, if he's not fully healed by the time it expires, or you decide to just heal it yourself, you lose what you got. It'd be nice if you would still get a fraction of the heal according to the fraction of the heals you got. Like, let's say you need 5 heals to be fully healed up. If you got 2 of those files, you should still be healed up for 40% of your health instead of nothing. Fix the factions chat so it finally works. That'd be nice, yeah. Remove the blitz result from the faction tab. When there's a blitz, the faction tab is unreadable. It's just a bunch of blitz completed message. That started like a month ago or so, even less. That's really not great. Also, many factions have sub-factions. Like almost all the big factions, they have sub-factions. It'd be nice if there's a way in-game to manage that. Maybe have a sub-faction inside a faction, so we don't have to deal with sub-faction. Maybe find a way to work with that. Balance. Balance the fact that some characters are useless without the right trainers and overpowered with them. That would be pretty good indeed, because right now you have like, well, I'll go with the second point because they pretty much go with each other. Like, have more good trainers so that you can have more than 6 or 7 optimal characters in your roster. So both of them go pretty much together. Basically, you got the 5 colored trainers, a couple like maybe 5 or 6 others different that are pretty good, but in the end you can't have more than 6 or 7 characters in your roster that are optimal with the right trainers. Like for instance, other than the colored MP trainers, if you want, like if you have a superstar that uses yellow skill points and that generates yellow gems, you gotta have Dolph Ziggler. If you don't, that character is almost useless. But there's only one Dolph Ziggler, so you're kind of screwed for that. Same is for a character that generates black. Well, you gotta have Titus O'Neil, but you only have one of them, so you can't use Finn, you can't use Bray, you can't use the upcoming Striker Lesnar, you can't use the Zombie Owens. Basically, you can only use one of them. So it kind and some trainers, there's 2 and 3 of them that does the same thing, but the good ones there's only one. I know that right now though the trainer bonus adds up. So one way to solve this would be maybe to make that there's 2 trainers of each. Maybe not the MP trainers because that'd be overpowered, but maybe all the others that are not MP trainers, make it that there's at least 2 of them that does it, but maybe next make it that the trainer bonus cannot stack so that it's not way overpowered. Like right now on my, it's my Seth Rollins Striker Architect. I got Finn Balor and I have Bray Wyatt as trainers, and both add the number of broken black gems. So basically when I use my purple move, I break 12 gems. So that's kind of overpowered. It should be limited at 8 if it didn't stack up. So maybe make it that trainers don't stack, but make it that there's more trainers so that we have more useful character in our roster, because that's a big letdown. I have so many good characters that I just can't use. Like right now, I can't use my ADR, I can't use my Stardust, I can't use my Booker T, because I need to have the blue MP trainers, but my blue MP trainer is on my Finn Balor. So that renders a whole lot of other good characters that I can't use because the game is a turn 2 game. If you haven't won by turn 2 or 3, you've lost. So you gotta go with those. Alright, miscellaneous. Fix recurring issues. That includes feuds, ghosting, loading circle. Those are the most that we're seeing. Double feuds, well, ghosting. Those are critical issues that have been going on for quite a while. The first 2 days of the last feud were actually great. I didn't have a single issues on Fridays and Saturday. Sunday though, that was hell. Overall feeling of the community, especially the free-to-play players. They want more free superstars and items. Obviously, who wouldn't? Uh, the community also feels that you definitely need either a beta server or beta tester. Basically, beta test your new feature before releasing them so that it's not a mess when they're released. Obviously, the last couple new features went totally wrong. That needs to be addressed, obviously. Some beta tests would probably take care of that. Uh, Also, less battery drain from the app. The app, I thought it was only my phone, but a lot of people suggested that the app really drains the battery. Personally, I can play about less than 2 hours the game on my phone before my battery is dead. Okay, I got a big phone. It's a 6-inch screen, but still should last more than that. Other games last me a hell of a lot longer, and it should not take that much power. So something's got to be draining the power there. So that'd be nice. Obviously, not on the top of the priority list, but still something to evaluate, I guess. Also, just get rid of the in-game chat. The only two things I see there is spam and people posting fake bots, and you report them, and 2 weeks later it's still the same people reporting. So obviously the same people posting those acts, fake acts I should say. So obviously the reporting ain't working too good. So that's about it. I think that took me like an hour or so. That's going to be one hell of a long video. So hopefully, well, first I want to thank everyone in the community for sending me all these suggestions. Most of them are pretty great. A lot of them were already on my list, so we definitely see eye to eye on a lot of those. Hopefully you guys are going to go through these. I'm also going to send the text version to Eric as well if you guys don't want to go through a 1-hour video. But hopefully you guys are going to either implement or evaluate some of those. Hopefully some of those are already on your to-do list because we've already mentioned many of those. So hopefully this is going to be useful because I spent a lot of time doing this. So hopefully it's going to be useful for someone. All right. Well, as always, if you guys are not already a subscriber on my channel, make sure you subscribe to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have comments, feel free to leave them here. And if you like the video, leave a like. Thanks, guys. Ciao.